Okay, this is a video tutorial on creating your intro video. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So the first spot is media. You're going to want to upload all the media you're going to use, the background that you used, the title that you used, etc. So you have my media, and you can actually make folders in it by clicking the plus sign and adding a folder. I'm not going to do that right now. So there. I'll go ahead and do it intro video. So it's probably not necessary. So now I have the intro video folder. So if you want it to upload your media into that folder, you can double click it. Upload media, you can grab something from Google Drive. You can grab something from your hard drive. You could just drag things in here from your desktop, from wherever. I like to look at things linearly. So I'm just going to so you just navigate. You would go to your P drive, then Digicom, and so I have my stuff here. I can look at it, obviously, large icons, or here's my some titles I could use, and scenes, backdrops, etc. So if I want to hold the control key and upload all of those, and now they're uploading. Shouldn't take very long for a JPEG or a PNG file to upload. It's queued for processing already. It's taking just a little bit. So that's queued for processing. Just as a reminder, you want a title going into it, so some writing, and then your backdrop. All done. I can just say hi completed or just X this out completely. I often feel like I need to refresh to see everything. So if you upload something and you don't see it, it may just be because you need to refresh. And you could go back, go home. Next step is to go to projects and go to the introductory video project, which is at the bottom here, and double click it. And so there are 4 edits in here. I did a couple demonstration ones. Here's project media. This is where I'm going to put all your green screen videos. So what you're going to do is you're going to click new video edit. You can do it down on the bottom right, or you could just click this green button. So here I'm on my editing. This is my editing tool. So I have project media. This is where all of the green screen footage will be. And that's why you want to make your video in the project from the project sections. That's very important. And then you have your own media. So, and I have two because I did this before. So you have the folders that you created. I'm going to start with my sort of opening video, opening title. I'm going to put that on the main. It defaults to 5 seconds. I like to bring it down to like 3 seconds. You can see that I don't barely see it, but there's a little timer across the top, and then there's a timeline over here. And then you want your background. I have my background somewhere else. Yours is going to be uploaded. The background goes on main. Very important. Your background goes on main. So this is the background I created. Kind of a crazy background. And now I can see exactly. So my title comes on for about 2 seconds, 22 seconds, 0.2 of a second. So about 3 seconds is perfect for me. And now here's where you get your green screen: project media, my media, and then there's folders in there. So project media, just grab your green screen footage. Your green screen footage goes on video 1. So your background goes on main, green screen on video 1. Click on here, pull this out so it matches. It needs to be the same length. I just drag this. If I want to have 2 different backgrounds, I could. So the next step is to create the color key. So the green is going to be the background. So I do that by either double clicking the green footage or clicking the little pencil by it. I like to just double click it. This is the color keying tool. You click the eyedropper and you just click on where you want the shade of color you want to be see-through. And you'll notice 3C9533, that's the hexadecimal number. There's different shades of green on this. So you could click around and that is still a different shade of green. So what you want to do is find the best shade of green that gives you the best effect. And unfortunately, if you can see here, there's some shadows. We're going to try to get rid of those as we film ours. So that's pretty good. Then you could mess with the gain here. If you put too little gain, there you get this green. Basically, it's all green. Too much gain and you're kind of semi-see-through. So you want to kind of find a perfect medium. It's probably not going to be perfect with our lighting setup. And then click Done Editing. So the next thing you want is a title on the end. I'm going back to My Media or my intro video media. I'm going to put the same one on the end. You might have a different one. And now I need a title overlay over my name. When I drag this down over these two video tracks, it's going to make another video track. So this is video 2, and I usually like to have it right at the beginning. And now you'll notice if I play this, this is just way too big. So I'm going to edit that by double-clicking it, clicking the editing, clicking scale, bring that down, and then I can click and just drag and move it. Scale, move, done. I think that looks pretty good. The next thing is I want to trim the little 3, 2, 1 stuff, the counting.
5, 4, 3.
As soon as I hear that 3, I hit pause, cut, and then I take this out. Now it happened to also cut my background, so I don't have to worry about that. And you need to do the same thing at the end. Do that same thing at the end. Listen for where it's supposed to end, and splice and remove. Now you can either remove or resize down here. Make sure these still match. So now it looks something like this. Well, transitions will be next. This is the transition key. You have standard, patterns, effects. So I'll put an effect. You can only do transitions on your main. You can't do transitions on the subsequent video tracks. So now that's made these two things a little different length. So I want to make sure they're the same. Make sure they match up. Let's see, one more thing. I think that's pretty good. If you want, you could have audio. Or if you want to, some kind of music on the audio. And what I'll do is I'll simply click and drag, make the audio end here. I'm going to double click it because I want it to fade out. I'm going to have it fade out for 1.5 seconds is a good fade out. Done. So now this audio is going to fade out. It didn't do it. So what I need to do, it fades out at its own end. So basically what I need to do, put the cursor here. See, I'm learning to cut the music, and now double click that and have that fade out. Done. And that should fade out. And I don't know if you can hear that fading out, but it faded out quite nicely. So looks pretty good. So you can kind of see this now. Now I could barely hear the talking, so I'm going to bring the background audio way down to 2. Let's see if that's better. He's still hard to hear, so I'm going to double click on him. And I'm going to click transform, transitions. I could bring the audio up on him. So I'm on the wrong thing. I'm going to say done editing. I need to double click on actual him. And there's the audio. I can bring that audio up if I want to. And let's see if the mix is good. Okay, that sounds a little better. And then the last thing I could do is I could have him fade in and fade out. So fade in for like maybe 1 second and fade out for like 1 second. So he fades in and out. Let's just kind of watch this. Now that title didn't fade in and fade out. So I'm going to double click the title and say fade in, fade out for it. Okay, done. Bingo. So make sure I have a transition going into from here to here. This fades in. So I'll kind of speed it through and then make sure that you fade out. And then there's a transition to your title. And my title wasn't the correct size because that's a different project. It wasn't a video project. But your title needs to fill the entire screen. I just grabbed something quickly for this video. So thank you and good luck, and see me if you need help.